Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life move fast when you do what you want.
They just wanna fuck with you. Just they know I fuck with you. If I put my trust in you, what will you do? Will you just step back?
What's good, YouTube? I'm back at it again with another video, and if you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, we here, we locked in, y'all. Here I am, back at it again with another look. I'm not gonna do another daily affirmation because this is within the same day. Fresh head. If y'all watched my last video, girl, what? If y'all watched my last video, if you know, then you know. I was requested to do a smoky eye. This smoky eye was like an easy 1-2. Like, it didn't take me that long. I was just bullshitting, and then I added some glitter and I added color to my waterline and all that. Here's another tutorial. I'm starting to have fun with these. Might as well just keep them coming. Yeah, so this is what I got. A traditional smoky eye with a twist. This is my way. Of course, everybody have their own ways of doing it, and once you find your way of doing it, then you'll feel a little bit more once you learn the steps to doing it, then you'll find that it's easy, and then you'll find your own way of doing it. Because that's kind of what I did. I watched videos before, and then I kind of just started doing my own thing with it. So yeah, this is what we got. And I literally only used 2 palettes. I could have just used 1, but I used 2. I think it's pretty. I think it goes cute with my hair. I'm really a vlog bae. I keep saying that, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Turn your post notifications on so you know every time I post a new video. Tell a friend and tell a friend that your girl is back. If you want to see how I achieved this look, then just stay tuned for the video. Hey y'all, so we back at it again in full effect with another tutorial, yet another one, okay? I went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera. As you can see, this time I didn't do the same method as last time. I feel like on different days my eyebrows, I don't know, I have different type of vibes for my eyebrows on how I want to do them. But I went ahead and went in with some e.l.f. concealer in the shade Fair Warm, as y'all seen. I went ahead and put that on my eyelids as a base instead of the Plouise. They're pretty much the same shade, so I didn't really care what base I was using. I just found the first thing and used it. Made sure that was all blended out. Went into my Morphe times James Charles palette and took that black out of that palette. I don't know, I actually like that black because it's really dark. So as you can see here, I'm just packing that onto my lids really good, making like a circular shape because I want it to be smoked out. So I don't know, this is just how I do mine. I pack it on as much as possible, but I pack it on in the circular shape like so. Just keep packing until you have it as pigmented as you want. So that's all I did. I took a Morphe M49 brush, I believe, and I went ahead and blended out the edges of that black. So that's all I did. It was a clean blending brush that I just went ahead and blended out that black. Just so when I go ahead with the other shades, I have a very smooth transition. So yeah. Y'all, blending is key. Make sure you blend till you can't blend no more. You don't want any harsh lines. So as you can see, I went back into that eye because I wanted those shapes to at least be the same. I didn't want one eye to be higher up than the other. So I went into my Plouise, the Secret Center palette, and I took the shade Love Struck, which is a deep brown. As you can see, I'm doing, I forgot what they call it. It's like equal parts eyeshadow. Basically, you take the shade and pack it on to the other shade that you just added, but I don't know how to explain it. But when you guys see me packing that brown on, I didn't immediately start blending. I packed it onto the black and also onto the base shade that I created. So it made it an easy blend. I really didn't even have to go in with this fluffy brush and blend out anymore, but I just like a really good blend. So that's what I did. I went back in with the black and made that a little bit darker just to blend into the brown. So again, like I said, blending is key. Blend till you can't blend no more. So I was just going back and forth between the black and the brown just to have that cool transition. I didn't want it to be noticeable where you can see where the colors are cut off, like just black and then you just see brown. I didn't want it like that. So everything is blended. I went ahead and did the other eye off camera. Now I'm feeling myself because I like the blend. So I went back into that Plouise palette and took the shade Fling, which is a lighter brown shade. I went ahead and further blended out the dark brown at the top just to diffuse it a little bit. Just a little bit. So this was basically like an extra step that I took. Diffusing that into my eyebrows. Now I'm taking a drink break. That should be so good, y'all. So I went in with this glitter from JuJu Cosmetics that I got a long time ago. I don't know if their page is still up on Instagram, but I took the shade Onyx, which is just a black glitter, just to match the whole smoky eye look. I went in with some dual lash glue and put that all over my lid and just took like a semi fluffy brush and packed that glitter on because I didn't want the glitter to be like really shaped out. I wanted it to look like it was smoked out, like the smoky eye, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, I just did that for both eyes. Add as much glitter as you want. You know, I felt like it was enough. I just kind of went and made sure it was blended all around. Oh, it's giving Mary J. Blige. Now I went in with some micellar water and I went ahead and cleaned up that glitter. Another tip, you guys can actually use some tape if you want. I went in with that Plouise base paint in the shade Touch of Frost in my waterline. Lord, after the first, I know I do makeup a lot and I'm always in my waterline, but this be taking me out. Like, it was taking me out. It was like I was torturing myself. So I went into the Talk Is Cheap palette for Plouise also, and I took that Boss Babe shade at the top. It was like that teal shimmer shade, and I put that right on top of the Touch of Frost. So it made like this really cute teal, like greenish blue eye color in my waterline. It was very pretty. But y'all, this part is always crucial when doing makeup. That shit was killing me. I was dying. Kept having to take my fan. But then I was happy because the look was coming together. Okay. Then I took I can never pronounce it. The Dickinson's Rose Water Toner. And then I went ahead and cleansed my face. My face is already clean, but you know, you can never go wrong with cleaning your face multiple times. So I went ahead and removed any excess oils off of my face. I took the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Ever since I started using this primer, it has been doing me wonders. I don't know. It's just, it feels very good on my skin, y'all. So I put that all over my face. Just rub that in. I usually use a brush. Sometimes I use my fingers. I don't think it really matters. I feel like it's all about preference. But yeah, y'all run and get that primer. And it helps your foundation stick really good and last all day. I feel like they knew what they were doing with that. Took the fan just to, you know, make sure it dry. It gets really tacky really quick, but I kind of just wanted to rush the process. I can't even talk. The process a little bit. So here I am going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. I used to use this all the time, but then I started using the Super Stay, which is a more full coverage foundation. I have hyperpigmentation spots that I'm like kind of insecure about sometimes, but I don't really care. I'm getting over that. So I use that, and then in the next clip you can kind of see I ended up going in with my Juvias Place I Am Magic foundation in the shade ACCRA because it's more of a full coverage and matte foundation, so I kind of just mix those two. On a regular, I usually use the Superstay and the Juvias Place foundation together, which is basically the same thing. So now I'm going in with my concealer from e.l.f. as well in the shade Deep Chestnut. Y'all go get these e.l.f. concealers. I believe they're only like $7 at your drugstore or Ulta or whatever. They're really good, and I love the way that they work. So I went in under my eye, forehead, top of my lip, and my chin, down the bridge of my nose. I went in with Fair Warm as well because I do like a brighter under eye. And then down the bridge of my nose as well, just so when I snatch that nose gonna be snatched, y'all. Also went in with the Rich Ebony shade, also from e.l.f., just to contour my cheeks, the bridge of my nose, and my forehead. I did notice right here, I have 2 of the Rich Ebony shades. One is the Hydrating Concealer, and then the other is the 16-hour camo concealer. I don't know. To me, I feel like the hydrating one, that's why I kept looking back. I felt like it wasn't blending like how the camo one does on me. So, I don't know. It's all about preference. I have both of them, so I was just testing it out just to see if the consistency was the same. But obviously, they're different. So, just look out for that when you guys do go try the e.l.f. concealers. They have a hydrating and a camo concealer. So, yeah. Now I'm just blending that out. It wasn't too bad, though. But I just noticed once I started blending, it seemed like it just dried out faster to me. Now I'm going ahead and blending out the parts that I concealed. I always blend out my forehead, the top of my lip, and my chin first, and just to let my under eye sit because I like a full coverage under eye. And take your time with blending out any concealer or any contour because you don't want any harsh lines and you don't want to be out here looking crazy because your face can look muddy or it can look dirty. So I'm letting y'all know, take y'all time with blending. So yes, that's what I'm doing right here. I know this isn't in real time and it seems like it's sped up and clips are cut, but take y'all time with blending. It literally takes me like 5 to 10 minutes just to blend to make sure everything is blended and make sure I don't have any creases under my eye when I'm going to set. So yeah, I always make the ugliest faces, y'all. That shit kills me. Blend till you can't blend no more. So yeah, I take the butt of the butt of the beauty blender just to make sure I blend everything together. Here I am contouring my nose. I always swipe the product down my nose and then I blend towards my eyebrows, if that makes sense. I don't know, you guys can look at my motions. If you guys want a further detailed video on how I contour, let me know because I be feeling like I get my nose snatched. I wouldn't mind doing a video like that. But yeah, I just blend up towards my eyebrows. That's kind of why I blend the brown up to my eyebrows because everything just blends together so well when you blend everything up towards your brows. You don't see any like disconnect in the shades. So yeah, take your time on that too. And I usually take a lot of time on contouring my nose. I go back in with the beauty blender just to blend out the edges of that Rich Ebony shade so you don't see the disconnect again. So that's what I'm doing right here. And I kind of kept it in real time just so you guys can see. Blending does take time, you know. So now I'm feeling it. So I took the Mercier setting powder in the shade Honey. I'm going ahead and I'm not setting yet. Well, I'm setting and then I will bake after. I always get the 2 words mixed up. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, y'all. But yeah, I'm pressing that powder into the places that I highlighted because we don't want any flashback and we don't want to look like Casper the Friendly Ghost. Remember, we said that. We are not him. Okay? And I know you girlies like to take pictures with flash, so this will help prevent that. So, pressing the powder into all the places that you conceal, which are underneath my eyes, my chin, top of my lip, and my forehead. Down the bridge of my nose, and yeah. So that's usually what I do. And I also just started using the powder puffs in the last video, and I'm gonna say like a look before that. And I actually find the powder puff really good. I got them from Amazon. It was like a 6-pack of black and white. They have different colors and everything, but I don't think the colors really matter. So I'm baking now. But anyways, with the powder puff, I feel like it's good. It gives you that filtered look. It makes your under eye and any place that you set look really soft. I can say that. The Beauty Blender, I didn't have a problem with setting with that or anything. It just took away a lot of the product usually when I would set with the Beauty Blender. So yeah, y'all check that out too. So I went in with my Holy Grail, the Zulu palette, just to give me that bronzed contour look. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. It's my favorite. Like, I really couldn't go just get Juvias Place Duo bronzers, but I will continue using this until I don't want to use it no more. Because I love the warmth that it gives my skin. So yeah, I just go on the places that I contour. And I use a lot. And then I'm going down the bridge of my nose with that same brown out of that palette, blending up into my eyebrows. And I also do that because I love how it looks when the front of my eyebrows aren't like, how do you say, like too boxy at the front. So once I blend it, it kind of gives me like that natural brown brow look, even though I filled my eyebrows in, if that makes sense. So that's why I do that. Now I'm going ahead and smoking my under eyes out with the same shades that I use for my eyes. So it's that black out of that same James Charles palette. And then I'm taking the Love Struck shade and the Fling shade just to smoke it out. I don't know, it gives your look more of a pop. And I feel like it gave my look more of a pop. I'm taking a Great Lash mascara. If you guys have any mascaras that you guys would recommend, let me know. If you guys do makeup and you guys have a favorite mascara. I don't know, I feel like this works for me. So I just picked it up and it's doing fine. It's only for me to make my false lashes blend together well. And then I don't have a problem with how my bottom lashes look either. But yeah. So that's all I'm doing. Now I'm taking the Beauty Blender, the same one that I use. I never go in with a dry Beauty Blender. It's always damp. That's why I go back in and press the powder in that I use. Again, some people use, what are they? They use the foundation powders to set, but I go ahead and just press the powder back into my skin. And then I go back in with that foundation brush that I use to put my foundation on because it still has some product on there. And I go ahead and go in the places I feel like are still kind of harsh. Now I'm going into my favorite blush duo, Volume 5 from Juvias Place. Ever since I got this, man, I can't get enough. I might try the other shades because I know they have a few more that I wanted to try. But yeah, y'all go get some of these too. And it has 2 shades in the palette. You can't beat that. You get 2 shades in one for 15 bucks. So yeah, I usually use both shades. So that's just me though. And they look so pretty. Like, I use a lot. I'm going in with some setting spray. I know y'all watched my last tutorial. I used a lot. That wasn't it. I used a lot. Chest all wet and everything. I do it until my skin is glistening. Feeling it, feeling it, feeling it. Hey, now I'm going on my fan, just making sure it's dry. I don't know what I was listening to. I was listening to something, but your girl was feeling it. Then while my face is still kind of wet, I go in with the Beauty Blender and I usually just blend everything together. Now it just looks like everything just melted into my skin, y'all. Went back in with that palette. I felt like the eye needed more of a pop, so I went in with that white out of the same palette I used. And I just put that in my inner tear duct parts of my eyes, just to give it more of a, you know, razzle dazzle, or whatever you want to call it. So that's what I'm doing right here. Went into the Watch Me Blush palette from the crayon case, and I took that old banana shade. I don't know why, I've been having this palette for a few years now, and those highlighter shades in there just work fine for me, like easy and accessible, so I just use them all the time. Now I'm going in with a cotton pad and some micellar water just to wipe my lips off from the makeup. And then I'm going in with that rich ebony shade from the 𝐀𝐓𝐂𝐇 concealer, and I'm lining my lips. Again, y'all, I still ain't went and picked up no lip liner, but again, you can use whatever the hell you want for a lip liner. I went in with my lash book from Plouise, and I'm using the lashes in the Lashed In Love, as y'all can see. I had just got this new gloss from ChaChi Cosmetics on Instagram, and it's in the shade Bear With Me. It's a pretty nude shade. It's a gloss. I was trying it out for the first time, y'all, and I actually can say I like it. It's really soft on my lips. I swear I put lip gloss on, so stupid sometimes. But yeah, I really like the nude shade, and it was very glossy, and it wasn't too sticky, or, you know, y'all go get some of that too.
In the meantime, it's some me time. Maybe I'm up on